And welcome back to my channel. So I have a new video today on healthy school lunch and snack ideas, and I've got 3 lunch ideas and 2 snack ideas. Some of them are easier to make than others, but they're relatively quick to make, so I hope you enjoy. If you want to see how I plan all these healthy snacks and lunches for school, then keep on watching. The first lunch I'm going to be making is a Serrano ham baguette pizza, and you can use whatever topping you like, but this is just what I preferred. So I'm taking a baguette and I'm cutting it into quarters, and this is just so you can have 4 pizzas out of this and you can save some for later if you don't want to eat them all. And I'm just putting on some tomato puree and spreading this on with a knife, and you can add some other herbs or spices if you prefer, but I just went for the plain tomato. Now I'm adding on some grated cheese, and you can add whatever type of cheese you'd like and as much or as little as you'd like before adding on my toppings. I'm adding on some Serrano ham because this is my personal preference, but you can put on whatever toppings you'd like. I'm then putting them onto a pan to put in the oven, but you can grill these if you'd prefer. And I'm having the oven around 200 degrees centigrade, but it depends on what oven you have. And I'm keeping this in for around 10 minutes, and that was the perfect timing. So once they're out, be careful to not eat them when they're too hot, and then enjoy. This next recipe is just going to be a basic chicken tikka and raita sauce wrap. And to make the raita sauce, you can also just mix together some mint sauce and some Greek yogurt, which I did here. And then I'm just spreading it all around the wrap before adding on the chicken, and you can add as much as you like or as little as you like. And I just placed it in the middle and got a nice, around about a handful before wrapping it all up. And then once you've wrapped it up, all you have to do is cut it in half and then you're done. The next recipe is so easy to make and also very healthy for you. So you're going to need some tortilla wraps, and you can use as many as you'd like, but generally one wrap will make 8 tortilla chips. So I'm cutting this into 8, so once down the middle, then into 4s, and then I'm cutting this again into 8s. Cut up the tortilla chips, use any type of oil, here I've just got rapeseed oil, and then you want to coat the bottom of a pan, and also you want to coat the top of all the chips after you've put them into the pan. You generally can't fit many on because they're quite big, so I had to use 3 pans to cover for about 4 tortillas. After this I just sprinkled on some salt, and this is optional, but I put on some cayenne pepper for a bit of spice before putting them into the oven on a temperature of around 175, and then keeping an eye on them until they're golden brown. I kept an eye on them for about 5 minutes and they were generally ready because the oven was quite warm, but they can take anywhere between 5 and 7 minutes. And then once they're done, they should look exactly like this, and they're not too hot so that you can eat them straight away. And you can mix up the flavours a bit by putting herbs and also using dippings such as guacamole and sour cream, and they'll be great with anything. So here I'm putting a bit more salt on top before eating them. Up next is the snacks, and here's an apple slices with peanut butter and chocolate chip snack that I have a lot of the time because it's so easy to make and it's so filling and tasty. And as you can see here, I'm having a bit of trouble with the apple slicer, but you can use a knife. And after that I'm just placing it into a bowl before getting around a teaspoon of peanut butter. You can have more or less depending on how much you prefer, and you can also replace it with something like Nutella if you don't like peanut butter. And so I'm just having this with the apple, and then I'm going to sprinkle in a few chocolate chips, and then it tastes so good if you mix them all together. And I also recommend having this with some Nutella or maybe marshmallow fluff if you're feeling a bit unhealthy. But this is also great to bring to school. You can just pack it in a lunchbox and it's so ready and easy to go, and it's definitely one of my favourite snacks. On to the final snack, which is kiwi pops, and this is so easy to make again, but it does take a little bit more preparation. So what you need to do is just slice up a kiwi and take off all of the skin. Here I used a knife, but you probably can use a peeler to do the same. I took off the tops and bottoms, and then I'm going to slice it into around 1-inch slices, just to be thick enough to be able to put in a cocktail stick. So once it's sliced up, then just lay them all out, and then find your cocktail sticks and just poke them through and make sure they're fully secure. And then here I'm just melting some chocolate in a chocolate melter, but you can also put it in a microwave for around a minute. And then I'm mixing it up until it's fully melted, and then I'm taking it off the heat once it has so it doesn't burn to the bottom. Then I've got my kiwi pops all ready, and I'm just dipping it into the chocolate and then laying it on some greaseproof paper on a plate and then leaving it in the fridge to cool. I didn't actually manage to get a final shot of my kiwi pops, but I did find a photo on Google of what they did look like before I ate them all. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you subscribe, like and comment, and come back for more videos soon. Thank you and bye.